NFL action between two teams who have never met before, the Tallahassee Pride and the Las Vegas Fury at Silver State Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. Andy Hamilton along with Ramos Lynn and Mark Lopez on stats. It's the SFL in Week 4, and we have a great matchup for you. Las Vegas coming in at 2-0, Tallahassee 0-2, but they've been to the championship in the past 2 seasons, and they're trying to get back for the 3rd year straight. Ramos, quite the matchup between these two teams. Not where we expected either of them to be at the start of this season, but boy, they need this game, both of them.
Yeah, they do, and this is the first matchup between both of these teams, so it's going to be interesting because none of them has tape against the other in previous seasons. So it's going to be very interesting. As you said, Las Vegas here is undefeated, and Tallahassee looking for their first win.
Las Vegas is wearing the black uniforms with red trim. Tallahassee is sporting these gold uniforms with the purple pants that you see now as we go live to the coin toss. And like you said, the both teams really want this victory. Tallahassee obviously a little bit more desperate, sitting at 0-2. It's a little bit tougher to come back from 0-3. But at the same token, Las Vegas trying to get to 3-0. That's always intriguing when you have the opportunity to remain undefeated.
Yeah, most definitely. And Vegas is a team that last season showed a lot of, promise as a rookie team. They took elite teams down to the wire. So now they're proving at 2-0 they are a team to be reckoned with.
Both teams are ready. The ball is on the tee. Tallahassee will receive the opening kick. 11 minutes are on the clock here in the SFL, and we are going to kick it. Tallahassee will return. Christensen will bring the offense out. This one a right corner kick brought out across the 25, and that is where the Pride will start their opening drive. Christensen, this is 4th season in the league, and it seems like he's been, improving every season as we go forward.
Yeah, most definitely. And now he has a new running back, so still trying to get that chemistry with. But still he has one of the best receivers in SFL history in Ken Gossett, number 84. So we should be keeping an eye on him.
First play will go under center. Christensen, 3-4 look out of the Las Vegas Fury, and Christensen will throw. Checking across the middle. That one's tipped and nearly caught. Again, it'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get the ball to Grayson Willis.
Yeah, and, this is a team that in Tallahassee that they like to throw the ball on first down. They are very good running the football, but, we've seen time and time again, Frank Gooden, the owner and head coach of this Tallahassee squad, he wants to throw the ball early and often to set the tone.
2 wide receivers split out. Christensen has the I formation now, a 3-4 out of the Las Vegas Fury, and they will run. Handoff to A.J. Francis. His first carry of the game is good for 7. He came over from Carolina in the offseason.
Yeah, and great blocking up front there by the Tallahassee offensive line. They pushed the Vegas Fury's defensive line backwards, and a very good 7-yard gain. So now the playbook opens up, and you have a lot of opportunities.
3 receivers split out for this 3rd and 3. They'll give to Francis again, angling his way, and he got the first down. Just barely, though. Las Vegas was quick to get him.
Yeah, and Tallahassee able to stay on the field here on 3rd down. And, Vegas here is the home team. And Vegas being the home team, they're a very tough squad to beat. So if Tallahassee wants to have a shot in this game, they need to be able to convert on this 3rd down.
4 receivers split out on the new set of downs. 3-2 look out of the Fury. Christensen, well protected, now has to throw a little bit. And, it's hauled in. Nice throw and catch. Ken Gossett, the veteran for the Pride, hauls it in at the 45.
Yeah, what a throw and what a catch by Gossett. He goes to his knees and catches the ball to make it a first down, and now they're in Vegas territory.
3 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield. I believe that might be their tight end, Ty Norris, who's at the fullback position. They're going to throw. Looking down the middle of the field, it's caught, and that is the rookie Ty Norris making his way to the 22 coming out of the backfield.
And again, as I was saying, Tallahassee early enough and throwing the ball, just showing who's boss. And Christensen, a former league MVP, he's one of the best quarterbacks in SFL history because he throws the ball precisely, and he throws the ball with a lot of anticipation. So he's one of the best quarterbacks in the SFL because of those reasons.
He's going against one of the better defenses in the SFL, a top 10 defense for the Fury, but they're giving up plenty of yards, and another big throw on this drive as Grayson Willis hauls in that one. That's his second target, first catch.
And quickly on a 1st and goal, Grayson Willis, who replaces Duke Wilson, who was one of the side of the field.
They've given him 2 carries for 11 yards so far. They'll give it to him here on 1st and goal. He angles to the left, and he's in for the touchdown run. A.J. Francis strikes, and the Tallahassee Pride take the lead.
Yeah, and it was just the numbers game that Tallahassee was playing. You know, it was Vegas going in that type of formation, defensive formation, and it was even numbers for Tallahassee and for the Vegas Fury. And all Francis needed to do was elude one tackler. He did, and powers his way into the end zone for 6.
Well, Francis on the first drive, only 3 carries for 16 yards, but he finds his way into the end zone. Christensen goes 3 of 4 on the opening drive for 59 yards. A nice opening drive for the Tallahassee Pride, and at 0-2, they need that drive desperately. High snap, kick is up and through, and it's a 7-point lead on the opening drive for the Tallahassee Pride. Las Vegas will get the ball next. Ball on the tee. Tallahassee wearing yellow, Las Vegas wearing black. If you're just tuning in, 7-0. The Pride drove down the field on their opening drive, and the Las Vegas Fury defense bent and then ended up breaking on an A.J. Francis 5-yard run. Now the Fury will get the ball, and they bring it out across the 25. Good return here from Max Jackson, and he's out to the 35. Way to set up this Las Vegas Fury offense.
Yeah, and if there's a team that has superb special teams, it's this Vegas Fury team. They have Max Jackson, the veteran returning kicks, and they have a full core of special teams who each and every week ball out. So it's going to be something important. You know, if Vegas wants to win this game, maybe they will like to have a big special teams play.
They will start out with a heavy formation, hand off to Redford, and he is crunched in the backfield. Tallahassee was ready for that one. It was number 74 who made the play. That's Hunter Norwood.
And that's a great job by Hunter Norwood because he shed off the tackler of the block of the tackle, and then he goes and makes the solo tackle for a loss of 2 yards. A statement play by the defensive end, the Pro Bowl defensive end.
They will only drop 2 in the backfield now. 4-3 look out of the Tallahassee Pride, and they will bring the blitz as Rahman is going to fire deep. A duck throw, and it's incomplete off of the hands of the defender. Sir Chappelle, also coming over from Carolina, tried to make the play on it.
Yeah, and Sir Chappelle was one of the core players with the Carolina Skyhawks last season, coming in from Carolina alongside A.J. Francis. And, you know, you have to think that him and Alex Bond are probably the best, or a top 3 at least, safety duo in the SFL.
Now they're going to empty it out on 3rd and long and go shotgun with 5 wide. Thomas Rahman, the quarterback. He will throw, moves up, has to evade some pressure, and now he'll finally get sacked. Tallahassee brought the pressure, and they ended up getting to him. It was number 58, Jamal Carroll, on the blitz.
And Tallahassee doing something that Tallahassee does and has done for many seasons is getting the sack on 3rd down and forcing 4th and long. You know, and this is something that they do where they even blitz linebackers, they blitz people from the secondary, so they can get to the quarterback, and it worked.
Punt is away from Las Vegas. Their first drive stalls out. Tallahassee will take the ball up the middle. Nice return to the 38, and the Pride will have good field position off of the return from number 17, Trevor Swain.
And we'll see the Tallahassee offense again on the field. And, you know, if Tallahassee keeps throwing the ball just like they did, this is going to be very tough for Vegas because they need to also care about the run at all times. A.J. Francis is a guy who can run for a 60, 70-yard touchdown at any time.
They will give to the full... Nope, that is Francis up the middle, and he is going to get stuffed at the line and dropped for a yard. Big number 98, Mike Fats Johnson, was there.
Yeah, and Fats Johnson was actually a Tallahassee player a couple of seasons ago, and last season he came in from Tallahassee to Las Vegas and was a very good player last season for the Fury. He made the Pro Bowl, and you know, one of the best defensive linemen, interior defensive linemen in the SFL as well.
Handoff Francis. He'll pick up the yard he lost, and then another 2, averaging 3.2 per carry. He's brought down by Abner St. John, the outside linebacker who was a defensive lineman last season, kind of a hybrid player.
You know, a lot of, because of his size and his weight, he was able to do the transition from defensive lineman to linebacker, and it's working.
Christensen pressured, shakes one, has all time, and he throws, and it's nearly picked off. That was a dangerous throw. I believe that was Thomas Rahman Jr. in the area, and it nearly was taken away, but the Pride stall out.
You know, and this is a stop that the Vegas Fury really, really needed. And watch out here for the punt, because Vegas, a couple weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, they blocked not one, but not two, but 3 punts out of the Baltimore Vultures. And it seems that they are not going to block this punt, but watch out for the special team of the Fury.
The SFL, we'll get to the sponsors in just a second, as Jackson here will return and get dropped at the 24. SFL is brought to you by APM Music, the official music sponsor of the SFL. Matt Doyle Designs, the official design partner who redesigned all our logos in the offseason, as well as Bit Central, which is powered by Fuel. 1st and 10 for Las Vegas. Their opening drive stalled out, but now a second chance here. Still only down by 7. Now to throw. Rahman pressured immediately, and he is dropped. The Tallahassee defensive line, they ended up losing a member of this defensive line in the offseason, but they seem to not be missing any steps.
Not at all. And again, the defensive line of the Tallahassee Pride dominates in this play, and they did it last drive. You know, we saw Hunter Norwood go in and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage on the running back, and now yet another sack. This is the second sack in as many drives here for the Tallahassee Pride. So if they're able to put pressure on the sophomore quarterback, the Vegas Fury are they're gonna have a hard time to move the ball.
Rahman gonna throw, late blitz from Tallahassee, will get to him. 2 plays, 2 sacks on this drive. The Pride are 2 for 2.
Man, wow, 3 sacks in about 5 the offensive plays here for the Vegas Fury. And if I'm Vegas, maybe I put him the running back to help block. I don't know if a tight end or something to chip the defensive ends, or because and look, there's no running back in the backfield, so it's 5 against 3 here.
Another blitz. He has to throw this one. Oh, and it's nearly picked off. That could have been disaster as he threw it right to Will Parker, but Parker couldn't quite wrap his hands around it.
Yeah, and that should have been intercepted, and maybe potentially a pick 6 for Tallahassee, who are just balling out to start this game defensively. And Vegas will have to punt the ball again, and Vegas has to feel a little bit fortunate right now. They have a star punter because they might be required to play some of the field position battle, at least here in the first half.
Dustin McRack will take the low snap. Ooh, barely got it off. Tallahassee came after that one. The punt is away, and it will be fielded by Swain, who will bring it back to the 45. In the scramble of those 2 drives, the Pride gained 5 yards.
Tallahassee, again, with very good field position. They are going to start the ball at their own 45-yard line. And when you have an offense as powerful as this Tallahassee Pride do, I mean, it's not difficult for them to move the ball at least about 25, 30 yards to be in field goal range and put some more points on the board.
3 receivers split out, handoff Francis, and Las Vegas read that one pretty well. They got to him right away. Abner St. John on the tackle again.
Yeah, and a great play right there by St. John. Who's really playing very well as an outside linebacker here in the 3-4 scheme of the Vegas Fury. He played in the 4-3 with San Francisco. He moves into a completely another type of philosophy. Now he moves into outside linebacker in the 3-4, and he's playing really well.
Throw here out to Francis. He'll gain a yard, but that was well read by the Las Vegas defense. Thomas Rahman Jr. was all over Francis there. Kind of a little spy play, it looked like.
Yeah, and a 3rd and 9, it will be enormous if the Fury can get another stop. especially because Tallahassee has not moved the ball in the first two plays, just 1 yard, and they are showing maybe like a man coverage here.
Christensen fires deep. It's picked off. Going the other way. Max Jackson, the veteran safety, makes the play and takes it away. And the Fury are going to get the ball at the 36.
And Max Jackson is not only a Pro Bowl caliber returner, he's also a Pro Bowl caliber strong safety, showing right there very good patience and great anticipation of the football, reading the quarterback's eyes, and running the route for the receiver. That was a post route. Tallahassee loves to do post routes. He knew it, got the interception in Vegas. Again, has the offense in good field position.
1st and 10 for the Las Vegas Fury, now taking over after that interception. They're still in the 7-0 hole, but their defense has kept them in this game. 2 backs in the backfield. Tallahassee going to show blitz off this near side. They'll give to Redford. He angles left side, pushes off one tackler, but won't get past the second. All in all, it's a pickup of 3.
And Redford will have to fight for these yards. This Tallahassee defense, they have very good pressure up front, which is going to push the offensive line back, and they have a lot of speed on the secondary. Serge Chappelle, Alex Bond, all these guys, they can run sideline to sideline, and Redford will need to break a lot of tackles to get yards.
They give to him again, and he's only going to gain 2 more. It'll bring up a 3rd and 4 and a manageable 3rd down, but not a gimme in any situation.
Yeah, not at all. 3rd and 4 against this Tallahassee defense, and especially because 3rd and 4, I think, is going to be passing situations. So, here we go again. This pass rush, 4 guys here against the offensive line. Let's see if they can hold.
They will give to Redford, and Tallahassee read that one very well. It was number 24, Matthew Sprouse, who came up to make the play. He laid the hit on Redford, and you look at Redford's abysmal numbers so far.
Yeah, and Tallahassee had that one, as you said, read all the way. They had the numbers on the outside, and Vegas just had one tight end against about a linebacker and a safety and a corner, so that would have never worked.
They will punt. The Pride will take the return and not get very far, only to the 21, and that is where Christian Christensen will lead this Tallahassee offense back out on the field. Christensen's numbers tonight, 4 of 7, 81 yards, and the 1 pick on the last drive to Max Jackson.
Now with Tallahassee with a fresh set of downs. So look, 3 wide receivers on the right. I would not be surprised if they run up the middle.
1st and 10 for the 21. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go as Christensen fires to Grayson Willis. That's a quick catch for 4, and he scampers out of bounds.
A safe pass just to get in rhythm again. Last time out, they got intercepted. Max Jackson got the interception. So obviously, Christian Christensen wants to get a little bit of confidence back. And, a quick safe pass, 4 yards, and, makes it a more manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 6 for the Pride. 7 in the box for Las Vegas. Christensen pressured and dropped. Mike Fats Johnson is eaten tonight.
Yeah, against his former quarterback, Fats Johnson, there was no opposition by the offensive line. He gets the sack, and a 3rd and long coming up here for Tallahassee.
3rd and 11. Christensen will take a 7-step drop, protected well, wants the deep ball, fires the deep ball, got the deep ball, Ken Gossett, 30, 35, 20, 15, 10, tries to angle to the pylon and gets it. Touchdown, Tallahassee Pride.
Wow, and this is literally the only thing that you could not let happen. Look at that. It was 3rd and long, and it's basically against these receivers. Just cover the deep throw. Make everything in front of you. And Merrick Itera gets beat by a yard, and this is a perfect throw. Look at that. Right in stride, perfect throw. Ken Gossett gets it to the paint, and Tallahassee's up by 2 scores.
The veteran receiver, 6'4", 220 pounds, his 4th season in the SFL, and number 84 is good for 6. Tallahassee takes a 13-0 lead over the Las Vegas Fury. Interesting scenes here. We talked about it before the game. Las Vegas was 2-0 coming into the game. Tallahassee 0-2. A flip of the script, and the Pride are up front.
Yes. And this is the great thing here about the SFL. Any team can beat any team at any time. Doesn't matter if you're at home or if you're on the road like Tallahassee is. This is such a competitive league, and every game can go either way. I mean, it's like you never go into a game as, man, this is gonna be for sure a blowout. No, it's like every game can be tied. Every game can be more lopsided than you think, and this is the great thing about the SFL.
Absolutely.
Same cap space.
Yeah, everyone has the
everything.
opportunity to compete. And Tallahassee, now they've been to 2 championships in a row, and they're up 14-0 as Max Jackson gets absolutely crushed on that return. And Las Vegas now 2-0 on the year, but struggling in this game so far, not getting very much offense rolling, a couple of sacks, and Thomas Rahman has been under pressure and has not completed a pass all night.
Yes, and all they need, I mean, this is 14-0 still in the first quarter, so all they need is a big play, and they're back in this game. I mean, it's no time to panic. It's just play your style of football that got you to 2-0.
That's a nice completion there, the first one of the day, and it's not the likely man. It's Dennis Charney, the tight end, 6'4", 250, who collects it. The first completion for Thomas Rahman tonight.
Wow, yeah, and the tight end, he's the backup tight end. He's excited about it. He wants to obviously make the team in the future. And yes, I mean, it's a 6-yard gain. And really, Thomas Rahman, he needs to get in a rhythm. He needs to get on that's his first completion. And the game is 14-0. So he needs to throw short passes, maybe a screen pass, and gain some confidence.
He will throw again here. He's pressured, and that's not going to be good for the confidence. Down he goes. It's number 96 making the play. That's E.J. DeQ, one of the more outspoken Tallahassee defensive ends, or defensive tackles, on the team, but he gets the sack there.
Yeah, and yet again, this was no competition. The offensive line there, number 73, no competition right there. And Thomas Rahman and this this Vegas team as a whole, I think they need to put in the running back to block pretty much on every play to help his quarterback. And again, there's spread formation.
Throwing again, Rahman pressured immediately, and DeQ has back-to-back sacks, and he drops him at the 17, and Las Vegas will have to punt for the 3rd time tonight.
We're going to get some record-setting numbers here on sacks if this continues, Andy.
That record-setting sack puts us at 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. It runs the clock out, and the Fury will punt to bring in the second quarter. Andy Hamilton along with Ramos Lynn and Mark Lopez in the chat. Dustin McRack is out to punt, and he will kick it away. Tallahassee so far is putting the hurting on Las Vegas at 0-2. They need this game badly. Las Vegas trying to improve and remain unbeaten. Kick is away, and the return will come out only to the 45. It's still good field position for Tallahassee.
Yeah, and if I'm Tallahassee, the Vegas Fury, they have a very good defensive line, but they can also get tired. If I'm Tallahassee, I'm running the ball here with A.J. Francis. I'm leading this drive with A.J. Francis and try to punish and try to tire these defense of the Vegas Fury.
Christensen will take the 5-step drop, throws the out route. Oh, nearly taken away. Merrick Itera was right there, but could not collect it. If he would have, it would have been 6.
Yep, and Merrick Itera, he's a very good corner. He recognized that all the way. Look at that. All the way. He never got fooled. And if he just puts 2 hands on the ball, that's an interception, and that's a pick 6, which Vegas desperately needs.
Yeah, down 14-0 with 10:50 left to go in the second quarter, and all 3 of your drives have amounted for a staggering total of 8 yards. 8 forward yards for the Las Vegas Fury. 4 third down attempts, no successful third downs. Christensen fires outside. Gossett collects that one for 4 and is stopped on the sideline as we look at Ken Gossett's numbers. So far making a very good play for player of the game.
Yeah, most definitely. He already has that big touchdown, and now, you know, uh, Ken Gossett is a very complete receiver. He's a deep threat, but he also has very good hands, and we see him all the time going in those short routes. Now, with 6 yards to gain, I expect from them to go to Willis.
3 wide, Christensen will drop to throw, fires down the seam, it's caught! Ty Norris down the field, the rookie, will he get in? No, he is dropped at the 2, but what a catch and run! Ty Norris, the rookie tight end, coming on in the offseason, 6'7", 285, and the big boy ran downfield.
Wow, and this is the first time we speak about him, and he got open, and oh man, I think that Anthony Weil, he thought he had the interception and did not see number 89 grab the ball, and a touchdown saving tackle right there, which could be important, but at the same time here, first and goal, the ball at the 2, you have 3 chances. I will give the ball here to AJ Francis to the right side, to the far side here of the field.
Francis, 6 carries, 19 yards, and the 1 touchdown. They will feed him. He'll go up the middle, and he will power his way in for another Tallahassee Pride touchdown. They will extend their lead.
Wow, what a play by Francis. And this has basically been the story of the first half. It's just Tallahassee overpowering the Vegas Fury. We saw it on the trenches, defensive line to offensive line, and we saw here the running back coming from Carolina just overpowering everybody to get in the paint, as Tallahassee starting to make this look a little bit ugly here in the first half, 21-0.
His second touchdown tonight, A.J. Francis. The kick is up and through. The lead is extended to 21. We've talked about it a couple times. Tallahassee made the last 2 championships playing Alaska. Both times have started this season struggling, but they are back on the schneid and up 21-0. The SFL is sponsored by MediaTek Institute, as well as, give it a second, Me Undies. If you want some comfortable underwear, visit Me Undies, as well as Movement Watches, some of the best watches and glasses that I have ever seen when I checked out their website yesterday. Max Jackson returns it to the 29, and if you're the Fury, what do you have to do in this situation to get back into this ball game?
Well, first of all, obviously you need to get a score here as soon as possible, and still 21-0. It's a long way to go, but still it's not impossible, especially when you're here in the second quarter. So you have a very good running back in Robert Redford. You have a good quarterback in Thomas Rahman. Just throw short passes, try to keep possession of the ball, and not put your defense on the field again so quick.
3 wide in the shotgun. Rahman is going to throw. He's pressured, hit as he threw, and that's a nice completion on the outside. It was hauled in by John Blades, but to stand in there and throw that ball, very impressive from Rahman.
Yeah, especially when he has gotten sacked about 4 or 5 different times this game. Now he has the presence and he has the guts to stand up in the pocket and deliver a perfect throw. That's a beautiful route ran by the wide receiver for a first down, and this is what they need. They need to link some first downs together, and just try to keep possession of the ball. Here on first down, it's not a bad call if you run the ball, but they're going in the shotgun. So let's see if they can give him some more protection.
4-2 look out of Tallahassee, only 7 in the box. 3 receivers split out and a tight end in the backfield. Rahman is going to throw. He fires towards this near side, and did he get the foot inbounds? No, they're going to say Brett Funk was out.
I think that's worth a challenge. I'm not sure about that one. I think that's worth a challenge, and this is the perfect play call here for the Fury, because the Tallahassee corner came on like a blitz, or he was trying to guard the running back. I'm not sure, but he let him wide open.
Let's take a look. It's a Harry's close shave, close call challenge, and boy, was it close. I had to wait on the call. I thought he was in bounds. It's a great throw, like you were saying, on the backside. Let's see if he got the foot down. Oh, not the greatest camera angle. Thoughts, Ramos?
I think he did. I think that's a catch.
Well, Stripes will say that it is a catch. The ruling is overturned. It was a close call, and it is going to go Las Vegas's way. They will get the first down. The crowd loves it. It's the Harry's close shave, close call. From shave sets to handles, Harry's provides quality craftsmanship made in Germany. From more than 600 engineers, designers, craftsmen, and chemists, they make Harry's products from the finest materials and ingredients to ensure they perform as well as they possibly can. Use the promo link in the scroll below. A portion of your purchase goes to support the SFL broadcasters, Harry's official razor of the SFL. and we have a man down on the field. Ben Richards, after that 9-yard run, is down on the turf.
Yeah, that's not good to see. That's your starting tackle, and your offensive line is having enough struggles against these deep. Oh man, look at that! Hunter Norwood just trucked him, and he got him hurt. So, your offensive line is having enough struggles trying to block this defensive lineman, and losing your is not a good sign.
Yeah, not good when you have to put the backup against this Tallahassee defensive front. 4-3 coming out of them. They did lose a member of this defensive front in the offseason, Alex Bain, but they sure don't look like they miss him tonight as they get another tackle for loss. They were in the backfield nearly immediately.
Yeah, and that's the linebacker again, Carroll, coming on a blitz, and we've seen a couple times where he goes in a blitz. The first time he got a sack, and now he gets the TFL. So now in the 3rd and 2, the ball in the third. This is an interesting situation, Andy. You don't want to get sacked. You don't want to get out of field goal range here. I will run.
Rahman to throw. He's protected well for now. He fires down the right-hand side. Oh, and it looked like a little bit of a miscommunication. It was not the worst throw I've ever seen. He was trying to target Randy Poffo, the tight end, but Poffo looked like he turned to the outside instead of the inside.
Yeah, you need to make that play. You need to make that catch. That's a really good throw, and that's really good protection by the offensive line. You need to make that play, and here you have to kick the field goal. That's the correct play call. You cannot come empty out of this drive. So you put the score 21-3. It's better than turning the ball over on downs and losing the little momentum that you have.
Matt Rage is on to add the kick. He will boot it. It's going to be up, and it is good. A 50-yard field goal for Matt Rage, and the Las Vegas Fury find their way onto the board, now only down 21-3.
That's a great kick by Matt Rage, who was one of the most effective kickers last season here for the Fury. I don't think he missed a field goal last season, actually. And he strengthens one of the best, if not the best, special team scorer in the entire league.
Yeah, Las Vegas, known for their special teams. You already mentioned the 3 block punts they had against Baltimore, which helped them secure that victory. The Vultures fell in that game, and they're keeping the special teams going here with a 50-yarder. The return now for Tallahassee. Oh, it's going to be re-angled to the right, and a nice tackle there by the Las Vegas special teams, which we're just ranting about, because if he would have broke it outside, he would have had some daylight.
Yes, he was so close from going all the way. And, Tallahassee here still has an 18-point lead. And I think they after the first drives, they know what to do here offensively. I think they will run the ball here with Francis and maybe throw the ball on second down if the second down presents.
They will give to Francis. Francis shakes off one man and is able to scoot forward for 7. That was a nifty move. Looked like he had a butter in his pocket, the way that the defender couldn't quite grab on.
Yeah, and now with a 2nd and 3, this is what Tallahassee does very well. Put the ball in the second and short situations where they can run the ball again, or they can throw it short to Ken Gossett. I think this is going to be a swing pass. Normally teams, the Tallahassee Pride does a swing pass out of this formation, or a run.
3 in the backfield. They'll give to Francis. Good blocking up the middle, and he finds his way to the 38. A first down run with 7:50 to go in the second, and he wants to know if the crowd heard him because they are silent.
That's great blocking up front. This is a very good defensive line of. Look at that. Wow, number 75. Big shout out to number 75 right there, who just pushed Fats Johnson out of the picture. The very good defensive tackle, number 75, the center, just pushed him out of the picture. So great block right there, and that's the reason he got the first down.
Handoff. Francis not going to get very far on that one. Only gets a yard as we look. The tackle for Las Vegas will not be returning to this game. They will have to go with the backup on that line, and the backup is Harry Tascari. So number 77, Harry Tascari, will be in for the remainder of the game. When Las Vegas's offense is on the field, they are in a 3-4 defensive look against this I formation from the Pride. Christensen will give to Francis, hurdles a man, and he fights his way forward. Look at that, clawing for every yard, and he gets 9.
Yeah, and just Tallahassee imposing their will right now. This is just power against power, and Tallahassee is winning every battle. This is just a run up the gut. This is just a run up the of the A gap if you're looking at the defensive side. And they're just winning those battles. The center, number 75, again, with a great block because he's the one responsible of opening that hole, and he did again.
Dual receivers split out. 3-4 look out of Las Vegas again. Francis fights forward. He will have the first down to the 49. This Tallahassee offensive line is putting in work.
Yeah, they definitely are. And Fats Johnson on that one, he tried to guess the hole, and he guessed wrong. He went to his right side, and A.J. Francis got to the left side of his. And again, another big first down. And this line, I mean, this is 3 guys against 5. They're starting to look a little bit tired.
Handoff, Francis again stood up and dropped that time. The Fury have had just a little bit too much of A.J. Francis for dinner, and Chuck Warsaw made the tackle.
Yeah, that's a great play call right there by the defense. That's a double blitz on the A and B gaps, and they were able to get the tackle for a loss.
2nd and 11 from midfield. Now a 3-4 look out of the Fury again. They will check it out to Francis as everyone else was covered, and he is only able to get up to the line of scrimmage and forward for 2. It'll be 3rd and 9 coming. Third and 9, not impossible, but it's definitely not 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and the one that is looking right now tired is actually Francis. Those last couple plays, he has looked a little bit tired. So I fully expect Christensen to go to the air here, maybe to Ken Gossett.
Las Vegas has 5 members of the secondary on the field. Christensen deep drop, fires near side. That's caught by Gossett. Feet in bounds and a first down run to the 36. He had plenty of room on that sideline, just had to keep his feet in.
Yeah, he had. And Mary Katera, what I was saying, you need to keep everything in front of you, but not that in front of you. He backpedals about 20 yards, and by the time he gets to Gossett already has the first down. And, Tallahassee again moves the chains, and they are very close to field goal range one more time.
Gossett, 4 catches, 115 yards and a touchdown. Francis has 13 carries. Shout out to, and it'll be 14 after this. Shout out to Mark Lopez, who's doing our stats. And you're right, Francis looked a little slow on that carry as well, only able to pick up 2.
Yeah, I would not be surprised at all if Tallahassee yanks him out just for maybe about 2 or 3 plays and puts the backup in, because they will need Francis. If they get to the red zone and if they get in touchdown position, they will need Francis to punch it in. So I will not be surprised if they pull him out, put the backup in for about 3-4 plays to let him, just take a breath.
Still Francis back there. 3-5 look out of Las Vegas. The handoff goes to Francis. He'll pick up another couple yards, and from the 30, it'll be 3rd and 4. Very manageable.
Yeah, very manageable 3rd and 4, and now they are in field goal range, which makes this a 3rd down compelling because, again, you don't want to get sacked by guys. But yet again, this with Francis a little bit tired, this might not be a good position to run the ball. I think they need to throw.
They will give to the backup off the right side. Oh, they're going to give him the first down. It was the backup running back, Alan Urban, who came in. They gave him the ball anyways, and he was still able to fight forward. And I think that goes to show you what this offensive line is doing tonight.
Yep, and again, first down. It doesn't matter if it's Francis. It doesn't matter if it's the backup. They're just getting the job done, and it's impressive. I think they will run the ball again, maybe up the gut.
Bunch formation, top of the screen. Christensen! Oh, he's dropped! What a play from Las Vegas. Nice job up front for the Fury. It was number 96. That's Andrew Scott. He came through like a bullet shot out of a gun.
Wow, what a play. I mean, that's one of the best plays we've seen of Vegas here in the entire game.
It knocks him back 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 14 for the 29. Christensen pressured. Oh, he got away from that one, and it dumps it off to the fullback, who's able to find his way forward for 3. Fats Johnson was coming in there, and Christensen, a little nimble there, able to avoid him.
Wow, what a play there by Christensen, who avoids, getting sacked and throws the ball. I mean, it's a short game, but still, it's way better than getting sacked again.
4 receivers split out, 3rd and long for Christensen. One back in the backfield. That is Urban again. Christensen will check it off across the middle. That's complete. Ken Gossett adds to his monster day and has another completion down to the 8.
There's just about 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the entire league who can make that throw. Christensen is one of them. Look at that throw. To put it over the linebackers, but not too far away, because there's Merrick Itera and there's there's Anthony Wayo. So this needs to be put in the perfect spot, and only MVP caliber players can do that, just like Christensen.
That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning, the Quip 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube. 21-3, the Tallahassee Pride lead here in Las Vegas. The Fury trying to hold off another long drive from the Pride. They're at the 8, and it's 1st and goal.
Look for the out route here, Andy. Look at the cushion. Look for the out route here with Gossett.
1-on-2 up, and they will give to Francis up the middle. That was a poor adjustment at the line, because you are right. There was plenty of room up there.
Yeah, either to Gossett or to Willis. I mean, there were 2 receivers against 1 corner who was backpedaled all the way to the end zone. So a missed opportunity right there, but I think they're in a good spot. I think they will run the ball again to the right side, to the far side.
They will give to Francis, and he adds his 3rd of the game. He's untouched into the end zone, his 18th carry, just over 60 yards, but 3 touchdowns, and that is the difference in the game right now.
Wow, it was to the wrong side that I predicted, but still a very good run with the help of his blockers. And again, as you say, Andy, completely untouched. Look at the fullback, and number 71, the tackle, blocks in the 3rd level, the secondary, and completely untouched. Number 28, A.J. Francis, has a hat trick of scores in just about 20 minutes of play.
The Tallahassee Pride are piling it on here in Las Vegas, up 27-3, and trying to add the extra point. We just had the Quip 2-minute warning, so Las Vegas will have about a minute and a half to try and put a score on the board. The extra point is up and good, and Las Vegas is now down in a 25-point hole. A.J. Francis has been a red zone monster tonight. 3 touchdowns on all 3 carries. I think we're under 10 yards, but has been doing his part, and the Tallahassee Pride are doing their part as the underdog and fighting back on the road. They've silenced this Las Vegas crowd, and the Fury will try and get their offense back into it off of a Max Jackson return. Max Jackson still on his feet, across the 40, now across midfield, and the kicker finally brings him down at the 47. That one had Spark written all over it, and the crowd understands.
Wow, what a play right there by the kicker, who puts his body on the line and prevents the touchdown. He gets blocked right there. He sheds the blocker and makes the tackle.
Yeah,
That's a tremendous play. Yeah, that's a tremendous play by the kicker.
Yeah, Richard Douglas, and that's something that when you talk about this Las Vegas special teams, you have to account for, is their return game with Max Jackson, and I'm sure every kicker in the league is on well alert that when you're playing Las Vegas, you have to be ready to make a tackle. Rahman, with great field position, will check down to Redford. A little floater. That looked like a reading rainbow there as he collects it at the 43. And it'll bring up 2nd and 6. 3 receivers still split out for Las Vegas as they go hurry up. No one's in the backfield, but Redford is in that slot position there. Rahman pressured and sacked. He is sandwiched there. Looked like peanut butter and jelly.
Wow. You know, I understand that there's just about a minute left and you want to score, but at the same time, you still have some timeouts. And I think they just rushed him. Look at that. Taquan Hale gets rid of the left tackle like it's nothing and gets the sack.
And that is the backup tackle, Harry Tascari, who's in lieu of the injured Ben Richards. So that will be a matchup to watch as we go forward. But for now, it's second and long for Rahman. Pressure dropped. Tallahassee is really getting their pressure going tonight. Taquan Hale again.
Wow, and you know, this is a Tallahassee team that made a living attacking quarterbacks a couple of seasons ago when they went undefeated in the regular season on their way to 14-0 until they got defeated by the Alaska Storm in the championship game. But this is a team that sacks the quarterback like no other team in the entire league. They pride out of that, no pun intended, and it's just very impressive to watch.
No pun intended. Yeah, right, Ramos. Come
Well,
on.
I did intend it.
Yeah, there it
actually.
is. Don't lie.
I
Dustin
did.
McRack barely gets that one
I'm
off.
a genius, Andy.
You don't have to tell me twice. The return from Swain will only go out to the 16. 11 seconds. You got Christensen. You had a big throw to Gossett and a big throw to Ty Norris. Do you dare take a shot here?
With 11 seconds left and having this game considered, I will not. I would just run the ball with AJ Francis. If he breaks one, it will be incredible. But I would just give the ball to him and just take it to the half.
He has got quite a few carries, 18 for 61 yards, but Christensen will throw. Out route here is caught, turned upfield by Gossett. He gets out of bounds to the 29 with 7 seconds to go. They do have all 3 timeouts. Merrick Itera on the tackle.
And now it gets interesting because with this first down, they are not yet on Hail Mary. No, they are not. But still, I mean, with 7 seconds left, they have 3 timeouts. So if they get another throw, Andy, that also goes about 12, 13 yards, they will definitely be a spot where they can go to the end zone and try to get more points on the board.
Well, Christensen has a cannon. We'll see if they give him a license to fly or if the TSA shuts him down here as Norris makes that grab on the outside, and they'll take that to the half. Tallahassee up in front by 25. It's 28-3 here in Las Vegas. The home crowd is shocked, but the Fury will come out of the break and look to make the difference.
All right.
Back in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a 25-point lead for the 0-2 Tallahassee Pride. The underdogs have come in and stunned the home team favorites, and it really has been a all-fronts battle, but the defense for the Tallahassee Pride is doing quite the job, only giving up 50 yards in the first half, and I tell you what, Christensen has played lights out, 14 of 18 for 248 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 pick for Christensen, but Las Vegas will start with the ball, and Max Jackson will try and get him a good field position, and he's still on his feet. Max Jackson tries to shake the kicker, but couldn't quite get out of some of the traffic there.
Again.
Yeah, gets to the 46, but what a tackle by the kicker for Tallahassee, who is trying to earn himself a contract.
Yeah, most definitely. And the kicker did not make actually like a tackle, like a wrap-up tackle at the first time, but he definitely got in the way and again had to shed a blocker. And somebody give that kicker a contract for maybe like a corner position or something because he can tackle for sure. I'm not sure if he can cover, but he can definitely tackle. But a great play by Max Jackson, again, taking the ball to Tallahassee's side of the field.
Gives Las Vegas good field position, and I tell you what, they tell kickers to angle him back inside. He did just that, and that's where the help was. Robert Redford running through traffic himself, and he's got 9.5, gets his way to the 36. That was highly congested there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if Robert Redford, can get going here early in the second half, it's going to be very important for this Las Vegas Fury's attempt of coming back in this game. They need his help. I mean, this is a 25-point game. I know that you might throw the ball a little more here in the second half, but still, I mean, you have a very good running back, a Pro Bowl running back in your backfield, and you need to give the ball to him.
4-3 look out of the Tallahassee Pride defense, and they will give to Redford right side. The block did not quite develop, but he's able to fight his way forward for the first down to the 34.
Yeah, so he has a first down, and he's again in scoring position. Matt Rage can nail this one, so they are again for sure in scoring position. But again, with a first down and 10, they want a touchdown. They don't want to settle for a field goal.
3 backs in the backfield, and they will give to Redford again up the gut. He's able to dive forward for 2. Had a big man on his back, bringing him down.
Yeah, and that was not a good read right there by the running back. He needed to cut it to the other side because that was where the hole was open.
Right.
And he just ran into the mass of players. So still, pick up of 2 yards, and they still move the ball.
1 in the backfield now. Thomas Rahman will change the play at the line. 2 on the outside. 4-3 look for Tallahassee, showing blitz up the middle. They'll back out of it. They're going to bring the corners. They're going to bring lots of pressure, and they're going to get to him. Tallahassee, another sack. E.J. DeQ is having quite the night himself, and he's going to crush a beer.
Yep, and that takes him out of field goal range, and this is what you don't want. I mean, when you go up front, when you're moving the ball forward, you want to at least secure the points. And again, Rahman, he tries to step back, try to get an extra second, but he got sacked by 2 different players. So here on a 3rd and forever, I would not be surprised if they just, I was going to say screen pass, but they go again with no running back. So let's see.
Las Vegas 0 for 6 on 3rd down. Rahman fires left side. Caught! First down conversion, and it's a nice catch there by John Blades, who makes his 2nd grab of the night.
Wow, what a play by Blades. He climbs the ladder, and Sprouse, he was not in a terrible position, but he just beats him to the jump, and a great play to get in the red zone for the Vegas Fury for the first time today.
There's a look at E.J. DeQ's numbers. 3.5 sacks for him. Ooh, it's a big day for the man on the line. 3 down linemen for Tallahassee. They're getting pressure, and they drop him again. Nice job there by Hunter Norwood.
Wow, this defensive line is really eating today. And Hunter Norwood, again, with another big-time sack. He comes off the edge, gets to the quarterback, and, when he puts his hand on the quarterbacks are not eluding.
3 wide for Rahman with 2 in the backfield along with him. He will look to throw. Protected well, and I don't know who that one was trying to hit. It looks like John. I don't know who. Redford was there. He got lost in the line for me. It was a scramble.
Yeah, I think it was Redford, but again, this was a case where he panicked. He was feeling the pressure again, and he just threw it a little bit before he needed to. So with a 3rd and 14, man coverage. Look at this. This is key. Man coverage.
Looks like
they throw the ball inside.
They might bump too. 8:03 to go here in the 3rd and 14. Rahman to throw. Rahman pressured, able to shake one, still on his feet, fires the out route. It's caught, but for a yard. After all that, John Blades gets a yard.
Yeah, great job by the defensive backfield of the Tallahassee Pride. They got to their man, and when it's man-to-man, it's gutsy because the defensive line has to get there and get the sack. If not, it's gonna be problems. So that time the secondary did a great job of covering every receiver perfectly well. Just a 2-yard gain, and Vegas will have to kick another field goal.
Matt Rage's kick is up and good from 36. Matt Rage has been the most consistent player for these Las Vegas Fury tonight. Cuts the lead to 22. And if you are Las Vegas now, that was a long drive, a good drive, in order to get some points on the board. But you have to ask your defense now to make a stop, because you cannot continue to siphon off points.
Yeah, most definitely. And, you know, they are trading touchdowns with field goals, Vegas is. So I think they need to have a big play defensively. And I think they need to have like a pick six or a strip sack or something like that.
Yeah, some type of turnover, I'm sure, would be lovely if you are a member of the Las Vegas Fury. The SFL is sponsored by MediaTek Institute, the official MediaTek sponsor of the SFL. MeUndies, the world's most comfortable underwear, and Movement watches and Everscroll glasses. Lots of great sponsors. We thank them all for being a part of this superb league. And if you aren't aware, on Twitch, we're having the SFL Blitz going now, as Tallahassee will check it out to Francis, and he gets to the 30, just over 4,200 people watching on Twitch. It's an SFL Blitz where they're going through all of the games tonight, and if you are not at least keeping an eye on that, I would strongly suggest it.
Yeah, most definitely. And thank you very much, everybody, for their support. If you are listening to us, if you're not in the Discord, please join the Discord. A great community. And just join the league as a player. You can be a coach. You can be in the media, anything.
Offsides, free play here for Francis, who will dive forward to the 30. Yeah, lots of people. Oh, excuse me, that is some MeUndies laundry on the field. The first we've had of that, actually, tonight. The refs have kept the flags in their back pocket, but do throw the offsides, and the Pride will go ahead and accept that. But a lot of people in this league doing a lot of things to make this happen. Not only this game, but every game that's going on tonight, all 5 of them, as well as the 3 games coming tomorrow night at 7 Central right here on YouTube. So make sure you are in the Discord and supporting and joining and getting involved wherever you want to or can. 2 wide on the bottom of the screen. They'll check it out to Francis here, who is going to run forward. Oh, and he is clocked! Oh. Las Vegas was done with the A.J. Francis show. Thomas Rahman Jr. lays the hit.
Wow, what a hit right there. Still an 8-yard gain, though, so a 2nd and 2. A good play by Tallahassee. What a hit on the play.
We will read the MeUndies read in just a moment, as Tallahassee will line up with 2 on the bottom of the screen. They'll give to Francis up the middle, and he will get the first down. MeUndies are the world's most comfortable underwear. Use the promo link in the scroll below. A portion of your purchase supports the SFL broadcasters. Give the gift of comfort with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. You also get free shipping and returns from MeUndies. Signature soft and stretchy MeUndies underwear. And if you're on Twitch tonight, you can use the exclamation point MeUndies to get the code right away. You can do that at any time during that broadcast.
Just speaking about exclamation point here, A.J. Francis trying to put a nail on the first nail on the coffin here for Tallahassee, running the football here for a 4-yard pickup. Ken Gossett, 148 yards, and he did have a big touchdown earlier in the first half.
2nd and 6 from the 50-yard line, and Christensen will throw, checks it outside to the left, and that is good for 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Las Vegas will have another chance to get off the field, and excuse me, that was Williams out of the backfield.
Yeah, and a 3rd and 3 right now, and you know, I will not be surprised if they throw the ball again to Ken Gossett just to pick up those 3 yards. He has been money converting on the 3rd downs.
3 receivers wide, 2 in the backfield. Christensen will change the play at the line. 7 in the box. Gives to Francis, and he's got the first down run, and only that to the 43.
Now, that's a great play call, and again, the offensive line does a terrific job pushing the defensive line of the Fury to spring their running back there for a first down.
1st and 10 from the 43. 4:05 left in the 3rd and ticking. Tallahassee trying to milk some clock off as well as get down the field and score. Still outside of field goal range, but Las Vegas is, bending quite a bit on this drive. Christensen deep drop, throws here, and that is caught by Trevor Swain for 5.
Yeah, this is something that Tallahassee does very often. They like to involve their non-contracted players as well. Swain is one of the best non-contracted receivers in the entire league and has been for a few seasons.
2nd and 5, and Las Vegas loads the box. The give is to Francis on the outside, and he has enough room to scamper for a first down to the 32. A.J. Francis having himself a night. That there was his 24th carry, and he is out over 90 yards with 93 to complement his 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and another big first down, and the clock keeps ticking. They have taken a lot of time of this third quarter now, as they show with 2 wide receivers and a tight end. So they might run the ball here one more time, even though they're changing the play. I think that if you throw the ball right there on the up screen, it's going to be a good choice.
It's a handoff to the back man. That is the backup running back getting some more reps here late in the game, and it's 2nd and 7. He'll pick up 3.
That was a good audible right there by Christensen, running the ball to that gap, and they got a few yards, so that was a good change of play.
Allen Urban is the back, I believe still. They will give to him up the middle, and Urban is going to pick up another couple yards. It'll be 3rd and 2. Both backs are getting it done for Tallahassee so far tonight. Yeah,
most definitely they are, and it's the 1-2 punch that is keeping this Vegas Fury on their heels, because they need to stop the run, and they have that presence of that we need to cover Ken Gossett and this guy's deep, but we still first need to protect the run.
Another chance to get off the field for Vegas. The handoff to Urban, and he's not going to get there. Nice. A nice hit supplied by Las Vegas. It was Andrew Scott, the defensive tackle. That's the 2nd big play we've seen from him, and it will force a Tallahassee field goal attempt.
That's a very nice tackle right there at the line of scrimmage, or close to the line of scrimmage, to put it on a 4th and 1, and let's see if they can tack on the 3 points. It's not guaranteed.
It'll be a 40-yarder. The kick is up, and it is good from 40. Tallahassee stays true and knocks in the field goal attempt. So Las Vegas bent. They did not break, but Richard Douglas, who's had a superb night in the return game, adds a field goal to extend the lead.
Yeah, and watch out here for Max Jackson one more time. He's going to return this kick. So, he's been very close from taking it all the way a couple times. So let's see if this one is the good one for him.
They sure do need it. Las Vegas unable to get in the end zone on offense. Maybe a special teams chance encounter with Max Jackson. The return will come off this left side, and it's not going to be that return there. He is dropped at the 31. Might be a little tired. He's been on the field for all of the defensive snaps, which has been quite a few tonight.
Yeah, he's been on the field a lot on defense and returning kicks, so you can tell he's a little bit tired, but still a nice return.
31-6, Las Vegas in a hole. 1:16 left to go in the third, along with an entire 4th quarter. Rahman will stand, deliver short, and that is complete there for just a few yards. Brett Funk hauls in another catch. He picks up 5.
I'm surprised that Vegas did not throw the ball a little bit deeper on that one. He had good protection, and it seems that the corners were playing closer to the flat. So I was a little bit surprised they didn't throw the ball a little bit deeper, but still a nice gain on the play on first down, and trying to get another rhythm again here in the third quarter.
3 receivers split out. They will give it to Robert Redford, and that well has just been as dry as a bone tonight. Robert Redford, 11 carries for 21 yards.
Wow, unbelievable. And most of those carries has been because the defensive line gets so much push. By the time he gets to the line of scrimmage, there's about 2 defensive line impeding their path. So it's just been that case.
Nice throw across the middle there. That'll be a first down completion. That's Chris Knight, the non-contract wide receiver, making the play across the middle.
Yeah, that's a great play right there just to get the first down. And, there was a slant pattern, so just enough to get the first down that keeps the chains moving, and we go to the fourth quarter.
Get your 4s up. 31-6, the Tallahassee Pride on top and in control, but Las Vegas, still not out of it, is trying to make a fourth quarter comeback. It's the SFL live on YouTube, presented by APM Music. 11 minutes separate us and the end of regulation. Rahman looking to throw and completes across the middle using some of his receivers that are less known. That's Randy Polfo, the tight end, who makes another grab for 7. And Rahman has faced immense pressure tonight and has struggled under the attack of this defensive line.
Yeah, he has, and this is why he's now getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker. And with this power set, they might run the ball here to the far side.
Handoff, Redford up the middle. Redford still on his feet, and he's able to get to the 43. That was a strong run on a night that Robert Redford might want to forget come tomorrow.
Yeah, most definitely. This has been one of those types of games, but we've seen Robert Redford with a couple of sparks, and this is one of them. Good job by the offensive line this time around. He pushes Hunter Norwood. He trucks Hunter Norwood, and then a couple more Tallahassee Pride defenders in his way to get a first down.
I tell you what, it's not easy to truck a man that big, and it's also not easy to continue running like that. I haven't been a running back in my small and short football career, but I can imagine it's kind of hard. Handoff, and that looked pretty hard running there. He ran right into a snowplow, and he goes down for a loss of 3.
Yeah, and EJ DeQ and the rest of this team has been so good of stopping the edges. Anytime Redford has had a couple of good runs, it's been up the middle. But when they try to go to the edges, nothing is working for the Vegas Fury.
Rahman looking to throw, moves in the pocket, delivers a completion on 2nd and 13. That is good for 11. Nice grab there by another non-contract receiver, Martin Corbetti.
Yeah, on a 3rd and 2 here, and I expect for them to throw the ball here one more time. I don't think they will run the ball here on 3rd and short. I think they will throw the ball again, even though they are in a power set. So let's see if they try to push it again up the middle, just like they did a few plays ago.
3 backs in the backfield on 3rd and 2. The give is to Redford. Redford redirects. Oh, they're going to mark him short, and this is an important play, and if I'm Las Vegas, you got to go for this.
Yeah, you got to go for this. This is 4 inches. If this was like at this point, I will kick the field goal maybe because of the probability game, but I will go for it here. 25-point deficit, and yeah, this is kind of no man's land, so you have to go for it.
3 receivers. Oh, an offsides. That's a free first down. The backup does end up collecting the first down. That's Simon Phoenix, but they will take the offsides and get 5 free yards there. The hard count from Rahman just drew him offsides, and that's some more MeUndies laundry on the field. It was number 95 who hopped offsides, Charles Dunbar, a backup defensive tackle, in giving a rest to EJ DeQ, and he hops off sides and gives the Las Vegas Fury still some life and hope with 8:10 left. They are using quite a bit of this clock, but they aren't necessarily out of this game in any regard. They just need to find their way into the end zone on this drive. Obviously, the quicker the better, though, as Rahman will take a 5-step drop, fire short. That one is complete on the diving attempt. Number 16 made that grab. That's Brett Funk. He's made quite a few grabs tonight. John Blades has gone quiet, though. Blades with the 3 catches for 38 yards. Funk, on the other hand, 3 catches for only 29. Both receivers held in check.
I will run the ball again here to the left-hand side, honestly.
Plenty of room up there. They will do just that. But Redford, shakes a man and gets through to the 16. I thought he was dead for rights, dropped in the backfield.
Yeah, great tackle right there by Serge Chappelle, preventing the touchdown. But, run to the left. I saw the numbers, and they pulled a guard to the left just for extra blocking. So this is the best Vegas Fury drive of the game. So if they can catch it in for 6, is going to be good news for them, at least to make this thing a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, time is not on their side, though. They definitely need to punch this in quick if they want to get back into this game. Redford up the middle, and he'll pick up 4. And he takes a licking there from this secondary in the Tallahassee defense. That was Michael Sprouse, part of those Sprouse brothers who comes up to make the hit.
Yeah, and he just destroyed Eaton, the linebacker number 50, pushed him like 3 yards on his back. So, Robert Redford is a very powerful running back, and we all know that.
They will go to the same formation. Handoff, Redford, left side. Redford stood up and dropped. Only picks up a couple there to the 9, and the clock is just continuing to roll, and that's not what you want if you're the Fury down by this much.
Yeah, most definitely not. But still, it's just getting in the end zone as soon as you possibly can. Preferably obviously on this play. It's a 3rd and 3, the ball at the 9-yard line. So this is where Blades and Funk, these guys need to show up and they need to put some points on the board for their team.
Shotgun look, Rahman pressured, fires, and that is caught. Did he get in? Yes! It's going to be a touchdown for Las Vegas. It's caught by Marion Corbetti, and the Fury finally get in the end zone.
Yeah, that's a very good route. It's just a stop route, and he ran the route perfectly to get in the end zone as Thomas Rahman has his first touchdown of the game, and so does the Fury. And if you are in this situation here, 19 points, I will go for the 2 points to make this a two touchdown in a field goal game. So I will go for the conversion here, but they're going to kick the field goal, or the extra point rather. So.
Well, what do you know, Ramos? Matt Rage is on to kick it. And what a catch from Corbetti. Only the 12th completion for Thomas Rahman tonight, and a great job of extending over the line after the catch. The kick here from Matt Rage is up and good. It'll be 13-31, and Las Vegas will kick off. And now I guess the question comes in, is it time for a onside kick?
They will kick it deep. I don't know. I think I will kick it deep too. But you could go either way. I mean, you have a very good kicker, so the onside kick was not a bad idea. But they're just gonna kick it normally.
The return will come from Swain out across the 20. He is hit and dropped at the 23. 5:52, all 3 timeouts for Las Vegas. But Tallahassee now has an opportunity to just feed the man in the backfield who's been doing just about everything, A.J. Francis. 24 carries, 93 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and they have to rely here from now on with A.J. Francis. It's an 18-point game. You have the game in your control. You have to keep running the ball so you take the clock down as much as you possibly can.
Give to Francis up the middle. He will pick up 5. Another strong run to the 28 by number 28.
And I will do it again. I mean, again and again until the end, if possible. It's just run the ball, keep the ball in bounds. If you're gonna throw the ball, just short pass, maybe screen pass, maybe a pass in a slant route, something easy. Just not putting the ball on harm's way.
Christensen gonna throw here, throws the corner route. Oh, crushed! That one looked like a completion all the way, and Trevor Swain got demolished.
Yeah, he did, and this is a play that he needs to make. I know this is not a big contract player, not one of the stars of this team, but still, it's a wide open throw, and Christensen put the ball perfectly, and he could not come down with it. So if Vegas can get a stop here on 3rd down, they still have about 5 minutes. We've seen crazier things in the SFL.
Indeed, Christensen to throw here on 3rd and 5. That one is caught. Ooh, that spot is very interesting. It looked to me like Ty Norris caught the ball right at the line, and they are going to say he was a yard shy of pushing this drive forward.
Yeah, I don't know, Andy. I think it's worth a challenge here. They're not going to do it, but I think he was just over the line. That's an interesting spot.
And if you're Tallahassee, I think you have to feel comfortable punting this away. I mean, you do have a strong lead. Your defense has played well all night. If you're Las Vegas, that's the turn you need right there. Max Jackson with the return will only get out to the 32, but it's still good field position for the Fury. And you just said they came off their best drive just a minute ago. It'll be interesting to see if they can piece together a quick one here because, they're still quite a few points away from, being 1 touchdown away in this game.
Yeah, definitely. And they have the pieces. I mean, they have a good core of receivers, so they definitely have the speed to go deep and get a touchdown here quick. It's just a matter of whether they're going to do it and whether the defensive line can give them the time and not get sacked again. Thomas Rahman is.
Rahman, corner route, got it, down the left sideline. It's time for pandemonium. Brett Funk is into the end zone, and Las Vegas strikes immediately.
Wow, and again, as I said, they have the speed, they have the core, they have the receivers, they have the quarterback. It's just the fact of the defensive line was playing so good all game long. They were not having time, but look at that. He catch the ball, and with his speed, he has a convoy right there to make a block, and they get in the paint. This is getting very interesting. This is a 2-possession game only. I will go for the 2 points again here just to make it a 10-point game. They will not. But, again, I think this is interesting. 4:30 left. There's still time left.
Michael Sprouse in the chat says, "I'll just walk home, guys." But I mean, he kind of looked like some baby back ribs on that play. He got a little smoked, but yeah. I'm sure he'll have an opportunity to try and come back in this one as that field goal extra point is up and good. It's 20-31 now, only an 11-point difference, and that was the drive that Las Vegas needed because with 4.5 minutes left and all 3 timeouts, they're going to have a chance to get back into this one. The SFL is sponsored by Quip, the best brush for teeth. Richards Printworks, the official print designer. Score Stream, where you can check out all the scores of all the games. As this onside kick is fielded by Tallahassee, they will recover it at the 42, and they will now control the clock. But with 4.5 minutes for Las Vegas, the key is just to stop them.
Yeah, great job right there by the Tallahassee special teams unit, securing the ball. And, Tallahassee, again, as you said, they are close to scoring position, so they have to, again, rely on A.J. Francis. They threw the ball in the last drive, which was questionable to me, so I think they need to run here.
The first run up the middle will go for 8. That is punishing if you are this Las Vegas defense. They're just on the edge of field goal range right now.
Yeah, it's about 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, so that's about a 51-yard attempt, which still is pretty long. We are in a closed environment, good weather, but still a bit of a long field goal here.
2nd and 2, 3:57 and ticking. They're going to let this clock ooze time as much as they can. Las Vegas has crowded the line, but that is a first down carry from A.J. Francis. And Las Vegas is going to have to think about using these timeouts sooner rather than later.
Yeah, most definitely. I think they need to start using the timeouts. Maybe not on this play, but in the following one. If this is a tackle in bounds and if the clock keeps moving, I think you have to call your first timeout.
1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. New set of downs, and A.J. Francis still in the backfield. 7 in the box for Las Vegas. It has been no issue for Francis to run through lots of defenders trying to bring him down. They will give to Francis again. He stood up, knocked back, but still on his feet. A.J. Francis showing some power and some balance there, but he will get dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a very, very interesting play right there by Francis, where he got pushed back, but he was not wrapped up, so he kind of did like a back step and try to regain his balance. But good job by the Vegas Fury not stopping the hustle and get him in the ground.
2nd and 10 from the 31, 2.5 minutes. They won't snap the ball till just about 2:20 left, or 2:25 or so, and one back in the backfield. They'll give to Francis with no blockers. Francis had a little bit of room. It'll be 3rd and 3, and I don't think it's the end of the world if you give up 3 points here.
No, it definitely is not, because, again, this will still be a 2-possession game, so, you still have a shot, but you need to make a stop here on 3rd down. If you don't stop them here on 3rd down, the game is pretty much over.
That is going to bring us to the Quip 2-minute warning. It's the SFL brought to you by APM Music, and it's the Quip 2-minute warning. Pivotal play here on 3rd and 3. Las Vegas loads the box with 9. Handoff, Francis up the middle, and he has got the first down. Tallahassee has put an exclamation point on this game. And we will read this from Quip. Quip Design delivers simple ways to keep your mouth healthy with timed vibrations, brush head refills for $5 that are refilled every 3 months, covered for life with free shipping for life. Try for 30 days and support the SFL with the promo code in the scroll below. A portion of your purchase supports SFL broadcasters. Quip, a more wholesome clean. And that was a pretty clean first down run by A.J. Francis to use the first Las Vegas timeout as they hand off, and Francis picks up another 6 yards. He has punished the Fury, and they have to use their second timeout.
Yeah, and AJ Francis just taking over this drive here, and this has basically been the story of this game. 31-20. Here in the second half it's been, but overall, Tallahassee has been in commanding leads, and they have imposed their will. And A.J. Francis is doing in this drive just that. It's just getting first downs and just pushing the pile forward.
There is another first down from A.J. Francis. They call him the first down machine, and he has another one to the 5. Tallahassee knocking on the door, and they utilize Las Vegas's last timeout, so the clock will run after the next completion or inbounds tackle. 31-20, an 11-point lead for Tallahassee, knocking on the door here, and they will do the honorable thing and just start in the victory formation, the best formation in football for an offense to run, and they will take a knee. The clock will begin to roll, and from the 7, it looks like Tallahassee will get their first win of the season.
Yep, and a very well-earned win here for Tallahassee, going against an undefeated squad on the road and winning by double digits. This is a statement win of, we're still here. We're still one of the best teams in the SFL, and this is why we have gotten to 2 straight championships, just losing 4 games in the last 3 seasons, essentially. So, at least in the regular season. So, this is a very resilient squad of Tallahassee. They still have one of the best quarterbacks in the league, one of the best wide receiving corps in the league, great running back. So, and for Vegas, this is 2-1, not the end of the world. They're still a very, very good squad. They showed a lot of flashes here, especially in the second half, and it's just polishing some things, right? So it's just getting a better job with your offensive line, stuff like that. But they're still a very good squad.
Yeah, and they did miss on some key opportunities. Max Jackson, for example, had 2 returns that either one of those being broken and going into the end zone could have turned the tide of this game. I know the fans here in Las Vegas wanted to get more involved in the game and just didn't have the opportunity. But I think that kicker for Tallahassee, Richard Douglas, if it weren't for those 2 tackles, this thing could have looked a lot different here at the end.
Yeah, most definitely. This is a game where, 1 or 2 more, different plays could have had a different outcome. We saw Vegas almost able to get an interception that would have been a pick 6 by Mary Kaitera. So it is just one of those situations where just one play going the other way, and we have a completely different ball game. But, still a great game by Tallahassee, and for Vegas, they showed a lot of promise here in the second half.
31-20, a victory for the Tallahassee Pride on the road, beating the Las Vegas Fury in Nevada. Andy Hamilton along with Ramos Lynn and Mark Lopez on our stats tonight. If you want to get involved in the SFL or you are new around here, make sure to join our Discord channel as we look and scroll through the stats of the game. Ramos, who was your player of the game if you had to pick one?
If I have to pick a single player, I will go with A.J. Francis if I have to pick a single player, because I will honestly give it to the entire defensive line of Tallahassee, who just made life miserable for the Las Vegas Fury.
Yeah, a total of 7 sacks for that defensive line, 3 of which went to E.J. DeQ, the defensive tackle. Francis, 30 carries, 119 yards, 1 touchdown. And Christensen, 18 completions on 23 throws for 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 268 yards. On the Las Vegas side, Thomas Rahman actually had a really good game, 14 of 18 for 2 touchdowns and 187 yards. But Robert Redford, a day he'd like to forget, 16 carries for only 40 yards on that side. Brett Funk, 4 catches, 97 yards, and the 1 touchdown. And Tallahassee gets their first win. We will take a look at the player of the game now. it is A.J. Francis, just as you predicted, Ramos.
Yeah, and all those 3 touchdowns, he got him in the first half, and they were able to impose their will early and often with those 3 big touchdowns by him. They got into the red zone. They got into the last 5 yards, and they were able to push it in every single time, whereas Vegas had to score a couple field goals early instead.
For those of us at the SFL, we want to thank you for joining our broadcast. If you are still watching and you aren't done with SFL action, head over to twitch.tv/SimulationFL. You can catch the back end of the SFL Blitz. It's been going on all night. They're 4,700 strong over there, and it is going to be a great rest of the SFL night. We have 3 games tomorrow for you, 7 Central Monday Night Football, and we want to thank you. For everyone here in Nevada, Mark Lopez, Ramos Lynn, thank you and good night.